All right, welcome back to episode 42. We are inside Hartman's area, his room. I'm sort of stuck looking at things that are around the area. Mama's remains. I guess I can zoom in on things, but that's pretty much it. Definitely a lot of things to zoom in on. Structure of the vicinity of Capital Knot has started to deteriorate. See if I can get close to this picture. About that picture right there. Oh, any more BTs? Got each one of these things. Different pictures. How about that over there? BT apparition. Oh, so the whales become those things. Okay. Probably something I should have known anyway. Chiral crystals. Wonder if chiral crystals are like dead people's hands. Yeah, I want that. Of course, I've already got one. Sort of on BB. Picture up here. What if I have to have it like perfectly centered? 30 seconds before Hartman is resuscitated. Photo of the beach immediately post Death Stranding. Unverified authenticity. Nothing there. There's a picture there that I'll probably zoom in on. Come on. No? About the photo. Nothing on the photo.
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where
Now I'm
were
about
we?
3 minutes into this video,
I may
and he
be
says that it'll be
20
up for
minutes
20
out,
minutes, so I
but
don't
the
think we're
first
going to
time
get to
face-to-face meeting.
24
There's
minutes.
just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one, and intercourse, I suppose, verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music.
So this is all
Watch
cutscenes
films?
that we've seen in the trailers.
You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the Satch. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me. As it happens, I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery. Out of town. In the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst. But the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach. The people who died in the two void outs were there. What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart. But it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though. Even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam? Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind
So
telling
I'm
me
at
what I'm doing here before
8
we
minutes
get to
into
the
the,
beach?
so it's
Oh,
definitely
Of course.
faster.
There's a Prepperone station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
Think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Armory. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
I like the stretches in the
Don't worry about
flooring.
it. The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
That was nice of him. Wish I could search around the room a little bit more. Oh, come on. I like the little plays that Hideo does with the gamers. It'd be cool to go back in there and just kind of look around his room a little
Sam,
more.
you heard him. You can grab the order at a delivery terminal.
All right. So all this stuff got left behind. All right, let's see what I got here.
Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now, we don't know the first thing about Emily's status or what Higgs is up to. That's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edge Knot City. And that means connecting this region first. You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo-Devo biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station.
All right. Geologist, paleontologist, and one of those two will give me the ones for the Evo. Let's see how much stuff this
A
is.
geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
The stratum the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
One more thing, Sam. For this run, you'll be transporting an antimatter bomb. Bridges' paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it. Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open. Now, hopefully I don't need to tell you to be extra careful when handling high-yield explosives, but in case I do, make sure you keep that container in one piece, no matter what. Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations. Especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains.
Alright, a device attached to the shoulder or hip that will activate automatically. Thermal pads will drain battery when activated. Be sure to keep an eye on your battery levels. Battery will gradually recharge in sunny or cloudy weather. To keep the wearer warm. Okay. So, just make one of those, I guess. Alright, let's see how much cargo I've got to bring with me.
Sam, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that antimatter bomb.
Yes.
Especially when transporting it by a carrier or vehicle.
Uh-huh.
Any irregularities should trigger an alarm. Don't ignore it.
Alright, so... loading all. Load all. Got all of that stuff. Let's auto arrange. That makes it much better. And we will confirm that. Okay.
Order assigned.
Alright, let's head on out.
Attack that created it changed his life forever. Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell. Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death, extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab. Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with the real McCoy.
Alright, so there's a zip line that way. Let's see what my overall destination is here. Alright, I need to go over that way. A ton of ladders over here. There's a zip line out in front of me. This is right here. Online safe house. Let's see, I think maybe I go over this way and then climb up through here. Falling rocks. I don't think I've ever had falling rocks before. necessarily need that ladder there. I guess maybe unless I came from that direction. Falling rocks, huh? Alright, I guess continue to go this way. I don't know, do I go up to the highest point here? Possibly go through this way, let's see. So this is a point I want to get to. And then my final point will be there. And I will take this route here and get up to here somehow and possibly make my way through here and down this way and then over to the there. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Looks doable. It's really gonna avalanche on me. I have one ladder that would probably work right there. Rest right here. Quick drink. Boots are starting to get worn. Alright, I need to watch for this avalanche coming up. See here, I think there's a zip line nearby. Probably be best to lay one down here.
I don't know what these people would do without me.
Alright, so there's a zip line, but it's on the other side of that. Push too fast. If I push all the way through, I'll start to drain that other stamina bar there. Alright, let's give it a rest here. Might be able to make it this way, but let's get a ladder over here. First, let's change boots. I guess imagine if, do I have it where I can put new boots on if they're attached this way? Okay, just making sure. Alright, go to cargo. And boots, let's go ahead and put the level 3 on. Footwear, the other ones will go in there and they're pretty much damaged all the way. Alright, cancel that. grab a ladder. And goes up to the top of that. Is that what I want? Seems like an awkward place to put it, huh? I don't know, maybe this rock is the right place to put it. Right up in there. Look about right. Alright, let's go that way. Get to the base of this ladder. Come on. I have no idea why he's not grabbing onto the ladder. Alright, not too bad. So my cargo containers are ruined, but we'll start to ruin the material that's inside of them. Gotta be careful with that. Hopefully my destination's not too far out to where it damages my materials that I need to deliver too much. Alright, let's move over here where the terrain's a little softer. Alright, so that's one destination there. So can I put a zip line? Put a zip line that will reach somewhere. To multiple locations, I think. So I think a zip line here, and then one over there will do. Let's see if I can lay one down. No chiral network. Alright. Guess that would be a no. Energy drink. I have not gotten to a point where I'm at the edge of the world map. I'm not quite sure what happens if I try to go beyond where the designers expect the players to stay within. Like, I haven't been to any of the large void out craters. Hopefully I can get this person into the chiral network. Expand the chiral network across the tar belt.
Delivering cargo.
Sam Bridges. Oh, thank God for that. I was worried you might not get here in time.
Immediately makes me think of Star Trek.
Worry of late.
Command shirt,
Those visions you doom sufferers see.
yellow,
End of day
comm
stuff.
badge on the
I put the nightmares down
left
to fatigue.
breast.
Possibility of chiral contamination never even occurred to me. It's just lucky we caught it before the suicidal stage. Dying's not an option. My research is nowhere near complete. It's not just my life you're saving here. It's my life's work. I started to wonder if I'd ever see these meds. I guess you really are good at what you do, huh? Thank you.
S ranking. What am I getting? 2 stars maybe? Almost 3 stars. Staying at 92. Nope, going to 93. Alright.
Oh, yes. Right then. If you do the honors.
Climbing anchor level 2.
And just like that, I'm part of the UCA, with access to a treasure trove of historical research materials. Studying this fossil beach should be a good deal easier now. Assuming I can prove once and for all that that's what it is. Honestly, though, I'm just excited I can finally share these findings with everyone. Can you believe I found chiral deposits in strata dating back 65.5 million years? Evidence of an ancient death stranding.
Chiral matter has existed on Earth since long before the dawn of man. This stratum is proof of that. Look at this, Sam. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes caused frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as pseudotaculite. We call these layers fossil earthquakes. Extending the principle, our fissure here is what one might term a fossil beach. The presence of Chiralium in this of all strata cannot be a mere coincidence. It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in strata corresponding to other extinction events too. That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other major extinctions were accompanied by the appearance of beaches. In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse a pattern in these scattered points of data. You've furthered our individual research projects and ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover all we have lost and solve every mystery that remains. But this is only the beginning. See this through, Sam, and there's no telling what we might learn.
Good work. New order available.
Alright, let's get the memory chip data in.
You don't know how long I've wanted this. Thank you.
Oh, I got something for Fragile. Dandelion seeds.
Thank you for your contribution.
Alright, let's look at some of the other orders. Alright, so that's going to go to the roboticist. Yeah, all that stuff's going back towards the direction I don't want to go. And I need to push forward. Let's take a look at my current orders. And let's go to the anti-monitor bomb delivery, which is right there. Okay. Let's see where I've got to go here. Doesn't look as hard of a trek. I do have a network I can build to get me back over here. Now she's in the network. And then I'm going to have to go over here to get that, what is it, the Evo Devo. Make sure these aren't like the shape of actual states. I just noticed, like, are these shapes of the United States of America, but United Cities, I guess they are what they are now. Let's see. So let's go ahead and get rid of all of my previous waypoint markers, and we will push this direction on my generator, and then we'll go down this way, maybe go up and over, maybe over here, and down this way, maybe down through here, down here, and from here. And this should be relatively flat, and then down into this valley, and over to the paleontologist. Alright, basic route. Let's place a couple zip lines. One up on that tower there. I almost feel like I should put one here, and then one further up there. So let's put one here. Oh, I can't. I keep forgetting I can't construct in there.
Structures can't be built that close together. You'll need to settle for a different spot outside the sensor ring.
Yeah. Is this outside the sensor ring? Oh, there, right there. Alright, so we'll put one there. Which will give me a sort of intermediate stop if I put my other zip line over here that might connect to the top of that hill. Alright, so if I'm up here, can I put one here and still connect to the top of that cliff there? That's 292, so yeah, I'll put one here. It's only 86 away, but I want to get over to that, I also want to be able to get down. Yeah, I might have to push over here. Yeah, it's definitely not ideal. It's very rocky terrain. Maybe I should go up this way. I don't know. Let's move over here, maybe. I want to be able to put one at the top of that peak, but still be able to get down to the bottom of another. Let's see how far away that is. Yeah, it's cutting it close. Probably put one here. I want to be able to go to the top of that ridge line though. So I might be able to put one here, and then one further down maybe. Let's go over here. There's my next destination. Is somewhere over here, right? Is that my B? It's A9, so it's over in that direction. So I'll probably put one further down there. And still put one up there. It's possible. This might be where I want to put this one. should allow me to connect further down this mountain line ridge. Oh, darn it. I just damaged everything. Silly, silly.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain armed until departure. All clear. Welcome. SAM. Weapons restrictions. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Weapons restrictions lifted. Construction complete.
I think what would be best is to create a zip line that could reach multiple points. That's always sort of the ideal thing you want to do. But with this jagged terrain, being able to make the most of where I put these zip lines, it's definitely a challenge, because this is sort of a if I could get a spot that makes the most sense. So I'm going to try to go over here, because there's going to be some rain maybe. Alright, so there's a zip line that I could put up on that ridge. And that's a good distance right there up into any of that valley. And it still connects to that one. And may even be able to connect to some of those areas down here. But what I want to be careful of is if I mount one here, I could go down there into that valley, but I don't want to get to a point where if I wanted to dismount here, I couldn't, if that makes sense. So if I put one maybe here, and then one further down in that valley, that might be doable. Preferably, I'd like to put it right here, as long as it allows me to still zip line. So let's bring this up here. I can put one right there, and it still might work. I still might be able to see it. And then if I turn it around this way, I could zip line over there. I want to make sure that if it deposits the user, that it doesn't deposit them off of a cliff to their death. Alright, so if I put it there, it might work. If I put it there, it should still work. If I put it here, it shouldn't deploy the player to their death. So I think this right here might be the best. Alright, let's go there, and then I'm going to proceed down further this direction, maybe? Or maybe let's go over here to the right. Because again, all I'm trying to do is deploy a network that doesn't require me to place a lot of them, but I can get the most out of placing 2 to 3 and not having to place like 6. Alright, so let's move down here further. Now later I should be able to put one up along that ridge line to get up and over this mountain. my destination is right there. Alright, I should have repair spray. Oh, my repair spray was destroyed? Well, that's not good. So what I'm gonna need to do is put a tree or a time fall shelter somewhere through here. So I'm gonna start destroying my components here. Hopefully down here I can see that zip line up there, wherever I put it. Oh, am I not going to be able to see it? Alright, let's, okay, so the zip line is behind there, and I think I was going to try to put, yeah, I'm exhausted again. Pushing Sam too hard. It doesn't look like drinking does me much good. Yeah, I'm putting Sam in a position like one of my previous episodes. Alright, so it might be just behind to find it where it's visible. I think I can see there. I can just see the top of it there. Let's see if I can get to a point where if I placed a zip line over here, I can still connect to it. Like ideally, maybe putting one right here. Yeah, this might be the perfect spot. Alright, let's go here. This guy here. Alright, so there's an obstruction there. Yeah, there we go. Turn blue. That's perfect. And then I can put another one over that direction. Alright, and what's the distance? 258. I might be able to put it over here. Let's see what's over at this side. Alright, so I might be able to put like a zipline network over here and still connect and be useful. But then I need to go back over that way. So I'm going to need maybe 1, 2 more here. So if I'm at 58, yeah, I know, Sam, I know. We've got about 10 more minutes. Got to push you a little bit more. But I think I'm going to try to put, looks like I'm coming to the edge of the network. Yep. Actually, I just move over to the left a little bit. Alright, so let's put one here. That's 276. I think that's a good spot. Still gives me the opportunity, actually it does not give me the opportunity to place another zip line further down the mountain, which I want to be able to do. Put it here. I want to make sure I can keep sight of that ridge line over there. And maybe, possibly, one further down this way. Can I still see that area over there? Yes. Can still see that up there? Yes. I have the opportunity of placing one. Alright. I think if I go over here, let's try over here. Still see that area over there.
Freezing.
Oh man, the chiral network ends right at this edge. Oh, and I can't see down there. Let's see, can I go over this way a little bit? Ah, that's a bummer. Alright, I'm just gonna place it.
Let's do this.
Alright, I need to probably head back, put a zip line further up the hill,
Ain't ready.
and then go ahead and rest, because I've lost a lot of stamina. I need to be able to... He's going to be exhausted almost every step he takes. Alright. This episode was a little bit of zipline network establishment. Hopefully this will save me a lot of time later. This zip line should take me over there, and then I need to place one up that hill. Yeah, this one was only about 200 meters distance. I could probably place another... Oh, somebody has placed one there. Thanks to that person. That's perfect. I might just push this way. And then nothing else. Alright, well, it was at least good to see it. But let's go ahead and go back. Heavy storm, I can't see anything. Alright, so we'll go ahead and dismount here. Gonna move up the hill a bit. I know I have a zip line somewhere out there. I'm going to try to go up and place a zip line further up this hill that will connect to one of my zip lines that's out here. Just I can't see where it's at. Let's put a marker on it. And he's exhausted, so I can't even open up the start menu. Alright, so there's one that I placed all the way over here. I think that's the one that was further down though, wasn't it? No, I guess that's the right one. I'm going to put another one there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all my markers. I'm going to place one here so that I can see it. And that's over there. Where are you at? So I'm probably going to have to... further up here to even be able to see where it's at. Oh, there's a rest area right here. Oh, perfect.
Everything hurts.
Yes, thank you for that one. Let me go ahead and move up here. He's probably going to get exhausted a couple more times, but you know what? Based on the time that we're at right now, we're about 53 minutes into this video. I might have edited a little bit to take out some of the, I fell down once. So let's go ahead and enter this private room and take a rest. Whew. I'm in the home stretch, I feel like.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
All right, nice and rested. Got quite a bit of mail. Let's go ahead and give him a shower. I will drink some energy drink to give myself a 25% boost in my stamina. I've never paid attention to, and I don't know if it's always been this way, but I've got a green, this might be because it's a safe house that somebody else put up, and maybe they have gotten the ability to decorate and kind of customize the private room. But it's got a green sort of lighting system around the edges. All right, a couple more drinks, and then we'll call this an episode. Yeah, not a lot going on in this particular episode. A lot of traversal. I'm still setting up like a zipline network that helps me expedite some of the standard orders that Sam has given. But I am pushing forward on the critical path. I got over to the geologist, I believe this one was, and then I'm going to the paleontologist next, and then the Evo Devo. And that will complete some of the chiral network that I've been trying to set up over these episodes in the middle region. Yeah, he should definitely do that with me exhausting him. Clean up after yourself, Sam. Alright, so that's maxed out on my bonus. I'll go ahead and eat one of... I said I was going to go ahead and eat one of these, just because I'd like to see sort of the animation that goes through with him eating these things. Sometimes they just float out of the jar and he eats it. Sometimes he does it that way. Alright, that'll be it for this episode. I appreciate you watching, as always. I appreciate you walking with me. Follow along with Sam in the next episode. And if you have any comments or questions, please put them in the comment section below, and I'll get to them right away. And I will see you in the next episode.
PlayStation